Okay, today I'm making a hand drawing tutorial, and I want to give some examples of hands that I've drawn, and just give a disclaimer that you can use this tutorial, but just a warning, it will take a long time for your hands to get good. Like, it took me a lot of practice to get my hands this decent, and I still can barely draw thumbs, so. Alright, as my art teacher always says, start with simple shapes. So first a square for the base of the hand, then a sort of tilted triangle on the side for the thumb, and a curved line for where the knuckles start, pretty much. I also want to say that I recommend using your own hand as a reference, seeing that the pointer is shorter than the middle and the pinky is the smallest. And with that, you can draw a pretty curved line of average where the fingertip should be. Alright, so this is kind of the main four fingers, and you can add fingernails if you want, but I don't recommend it for first-time hand drawers because it makes things a little harder. I also made the pinky only 2 sections because you want to make these 4 bottom ones specifically around the same size, so pinky doesn't need to be much bigger. Now for the hardest part in my opinion, the thumb. I'm probably going to have to redraw this a few times, so I'm not going to record every one. Similarly to the other fingers, you're going to want to do a similar thing, but with the top one, you're going to want to curve it like this instead of like this, like a dome. Like that, because thumbs are more sideways while the others are flat. Alright, I redrew the thumb once. It's still a little oversized in my opinion, but it's fine. And something that I find pretty important with drawing hands is this little knuckle bone, not knuckle bone, this wrist bone in the wrist. It just adds more detail in my opinion. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to completely draw this hand in a tutorial, but I might make a part 2 with more dramatic poses. But I do recommend using this as this space because it's not drawing the thumb. And in my opinion, the thumb is the hardest one to draw, so I feel like this would be a good practice. I drew another base here that you can use as a starter. It kind of makes it easier for more dynamic poses with hands. I recommend starting with this and drawing it a few times over multiple days, if you have the motivation, of course, just to kind of get the gist of it. And then this can be moved on with dynamic posing. I also recommend drawing fingers on their own. Here's some examples on the book that I have. I didn't do very good, but yeah. Alrighty, I'm probably going to have a part 2 on more dynamic poses like this and fists, because I wasn't able to fit much here, so